Today, I'm reacting to the Thomas Newman collection at Memory Lane Auction.
And honestly, you would not believe some of the cards that he has in his collection.
All right, so the first card I wanted to take a look at is this one right here. The Pop 1 PSA 9 Yellow Babe Ruth.
Now, what makes this card special is people think this card is going to go over
$5 million.
making it the most expensive baseball card ever.
Taking a look at the other cards over here. So we have another one right here, the green as well. And this one's only $660,000. So I'm kind of surprised on that one. Babe Ruth rookie card, and this is at a $960,000 right now.
So a lot of people don't know, but the Babe Ruth rookie card actually has a lower pop than the Honus Wagner that everyone loves. I think long term, this Babe Ruth card is going to catch up to the Honus Wagner and might even go for more.
Now this next row over here has a lot of other amazing cards. So first off, we have an 8 of the classic 52 Mickey Mantle. Next, you have a 51 Bowman Mantle, which is an 8 as well. And you can see it is less than half the price. Me personally, I'd rather have the 51.
George Mikan used to be the most expensive basketball card out there. Before all the LeBron James cards and Luka started going for millions of dollars, the collectors wanted this one.
This is Harry Wright. Harry Wright was actually one of the first professional baseball players out there. Down here, we have some other Gypsy Queen and Old Judge cards from the late 1800s. This is the type of stuff I want to collect, but you just barely see them at card shows. You barely see them on eBay as well. Anytime they're graded, they go for so much money. I just can't afford that right now. Now, this card I feel is kind of cheap for what it is. So this one is a Yale football card, and it's apparently the first ever card from football. Right now, the bid's at $11,000. Now, taking a look at some of these other cards right here, just amazing stuff. You have the Anson, who's a Hall of Famer. You have the Tim Keefe, which is also a Hall of Famer. Then you have another one, King Kelly, another Hall of Famer as well. And these are all 7s. I mean, when you talk about vintage cards, even the 50s and 60s, you're happy with the 7. You're talking about 1,800 cards. It's amazing.
And it seems Newman didn't only collect baseball cards. You can see the Sullivan right here from 1888.
Now, these are some more cabinet cards. I haven't done a ton of research on them. If you are a fan of cabinet cards or know more, please put them down in the comment section down below. I'm kind of interested on your input on these. Now, these 1889 N43s, I didn't know actually existed for the longest time. See, when I was a kid, I used to buy a lot of Allen Ginter and rip it, and I saw some of the videos online of box breakers opening up these. But these are some really nice ones here, examples that were PSA 5s. This card right here is the 1907 Ty Cobb. And what makes it really interesting on this one is it's actually first card. You can see right here, they say it's his rookie postcard. Many people think his T206 cards are officially his rookie card. And I know the rookie card is thrown around loosely with pre-war because some sets were made before others. There's not a ton of information out there. But this is one of his first examples of being on cardboard. Another set I absolutely love. If you haven't seen these in person, I highly recommend it when you go to the National. But the T204 cards, they really pop. Them and the T205s, just the gold on them, make them really stand out compared to the other cards. And you can see a lot of 5s, which are very tough to find, especially the Walter Johnson right here. And you can see it's commanding a $31,000 bid with just a few days left. Like Home Run Baker as a 7. It seems kind of cheap right now. It's only at $887. You just don't find a T205 in a 7 grade. And then you also have over here a Ty Cobb as a 4.5 that's going for $8,000. It's so hard to find these. Now, I actually have a 3. Let me grab this over here real quick.
So here's my 3 on the Christy Mathewson. You can see right here some of the damage on it, but still presents really well. We're talking about a 7 and a 4.5 over there. I could only imagine upgrading that. Just take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful cards. And I highly recommend you add a T205 to your collection.
Turkey Reds, I do actually know a little bit about. We're opening packs as a kid and pulling some Mike Stanton Turkey Reds. Also, I know Topps made a really rare Manny Machado Turkey Red in 2013. I think it was like a complete set or something. They're expensive cards, but I didn't realize until I got into pre-war cards how big these cards actually are. Now, here's another set I absolutely love. I don't own one in my collection, and I really want to one day. It's the Cracker Jacks. So they made 2 years of them at 1914 and 15. Your 14 are scarce ones. And right here, we can see a 4 of Joe Jackson, which you might know as Shoeless Joe. Now, this is one of his best cards out there, and you can see right now the price is commanding it. It's at $54,000 for a PSA 4. These are really hard to get in high grades because they have stained. Again, the 14s are harder because you couldn't buy the complete set. In 1915, you could redeem a complete set, so that's why the 14s command a premium over those. 21 strip, it's really awesome. I'm kind of surprised it's only $7,200 right now because it has Ruth, Cobb, and Speaker in there. Now, I could be wrong, but this 1921 strip, this is the first ever card that Babe Ruth is in a New York Yankees uniform. Again, you see some more Ruths here. This guy was a big Ruth collector, collecting a lot of those low pop cards you don't see. A lot of people just know the Gaudy cards that Ruth has, and maybe his rookie card or the one that Collectible just made a big deal with. But Ruth has a ton of cards out there. The only Ruth I have in my collection right now is the 32 Sinella, which is one of his cheaper cards, but I still am glad to say I own a Ruth.
And honestly, I kind of got lucky with that Sinilla because I found it on OfferUp and I paid, I think, $100 for it. And yeah, I mean, getting a Ruth for $100, can't pass that up.
Now, this baseball is really cool too. So this has both Gehrig and Ruth's autograph. I mean, it just amazes me, this guy's collection. I mean, this was a true collector. This is someone that wanted to get some of the best pieces available to him throughout his lifetime. Do you guys recognize this card? Take a look. He has the 8. Now, this is what my 5 looks like.
So here's my 5. You can see it is off-centered, but still has really great eye appeal. We're talking about a 1933 card from Sport Kings. This was another one of the Gaudy sets that they produced, but really great eye appeal.
Take a look at this closer. You can just see how sharp these corners are right there. It just amazes me how these cards were preserved back then. How did you keep these cards for so long? I mean, they didn't have top loaders for the longest time. Here's one of your best hockey cards. You have an Eddie Shore right there. Also, the Howard Morenz. Now we're taking a look at the 1933 Gaudis. I have some right here. These are awesome cards. This is a 4, and this is a 3, but they don't compare anything to this guy's stuff. Look at these. You have 7s, 8s, Bill Dickey Hall of Famer, Coiler Hall of Famer, Grimes Hall of Famer, Pete Scott, I don't recognize that name. Hall of Famer right here. Hall of Famer. Obviously, Gehrig's the Hall of Famer. Obviously, Ruth's the Hall of Famer. Tris Speaker, Hall of Famer. By the way, that's not a playing day Tris Speaker. He retired by the time they made that, but still, really, really cool card. Gordie Howe as a 4.5 from the 51 hockey. Like, you don't understand how big of a card this is in the hockey market unless you actually collect hockey cards. This is definitely one of your top 3, top 5 cards out there to get. As an 8, which I have a Yogi as a 5. He has a Willie Mays as an 8. It's at $82,000. Jackie as an 8, $72,000. This guy collected a bunch of 52s as well. One of my favorite cards in the set is this Eddie Matthews. It's actually probably the toughest card to get. It's even tougher than the Mickey Mantle. Although the price point stops a lot of people from owning the Mantle, this Eddie Matthews was even harder because it was the last card in the set, and it was a high number on top of it being the best rookie in there. See, the Mantle actual rookie was in 51, not 52. This Eddie Matthews is the best rookie in the 52 top set. Palmer rookie card. It is a 9. It's at $2,200. I think I want to add one of these in my collection one day. Now, I can't afford a 9. I can't drop $2,000 on a card right now. But if I find a lower grade one, I'm definitely going to add that to my collection. The 71, this is actually Jack Nicklaus's real rookie card, not the Donruss one, which most people think. And you can see right now it's at $1,700. I think it's a really good deal for that. Eventually, I want to add one of these in my collection. Again, can't afford a 9, but I'll take a lower grade if I can. The Schmidt as an 8.5. At Dallas, someone actually had the O-Pee-Chee 10, which was amazing to me. I think he said it was like pop 5 or something like that. Just couldn't believe I found that card out in the wild. Here's an 8.5, and this is one of the best collections out there.
Now, I gotta say, out of all the collections I've seen, that's probably one of the best ever. I mean, I just don't know what compares to that. I'm sure there's people that have private collections that rival this or might even be better. But just from a standpoint of what's public, I have never seen something like this. I'm shocked by these cards, and this guy was a true collector. And I wish he was still around because I feel like this is one of those guys that'd be at a card show and we could talk about it for hours. And honestly, it's something I want to do one day. So you guys see me going to all the different card shows all the time. I want to use that and just continue to build upon what I have. Right now, I collect baseball cards. I also have a collection of football, hockey, cricket, boxing, and golf. So I want to continue to improve those over time. Eventually, I want to get into basketball as well, but there's so much to learn about every sport.
So I hope you guys saw this collection and it really inspired you. I want to make more videos like this where I react to collections online. Let me know down below other YouTubers or other collections that are online that I should cover on this channel. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.